YieldNodes is a passive income platform with a 5 to 15% monthly yield. If you're used to protocols, or should I say, Ponzi schemes, that are offering investors thousands, if not tens of thousands of percent of return on your money, 5 to 15% may not sound like a lot. But the crazy thing is this: YieldNodes has managed to pull off an average of 10% monthly yields consistently since they launched almost 3 years ago, overcoming quite significant market crashes. If you had compounded these gains, you would have made a total of 2,113% on your investment. And if you're like me, you may ask yourself, how is a 10% consistent monthly yield possible? And is this sustainable for the long run? I'll give you an answer to both of these questions, and at the end, I will also give you a word of warning that most people on YouTube are not transparent or honest about. This is stuff I wish I would have known prior to investing in YieldNodes. So make sure you watch till the end of the video so you don't miss this part. Now, full transparency, I've invested a small amount into YieldNodes and I get 5% commission with no extra cost for you if you use my affiliate link in the description. If you do so, big thanks. That being said, I'm not in any way trying to promote YieldNodes, and I will do my best to present both positive and negative sides of this service so that you can make an informed decision if you want to try this out. Okay, so let's get into it. If you look at the monthly yields paid out by YieldNodes, it's impressive how they've managed to deliver consistent results, especially when you consider how volatile the crypto market has been for the last 3 years. Not one single month have they delivered results below 5%. Now, if we compare this to other asset classes, these are not even close to how YieldNodes has performed. It's almost 17 times that of Dow Jones and gold, and it's 5 times what you could have got had you just invested in Bitcoin. The fact that these results seem to be consistent over time and the possibility to compound your gains every month really got my attention. Let me illustrate this to you with an example. Say you start by depositing an initial amount of $2,000 and then you add $100 each month. Using a 10% return rate per month on your investment, you can see after 1 year of doing this, you'll have $8,629, and that's on a $3,200 investment. By the end of the second year, that $3,200 investment will have turned to $29,434. By the end of the third year, your investment's really skyrocketed into $94,729. And remember, by that time, your total deposits only amount to $5,600, illustrated by the green section of this chart. So you can really see the effects of compounding. If you want to play with this calculator, I'll post a link in the description below. Now, looking at this, you should remember that all of this is based on the historical performance of an average 10% monthly yield. And as you know, past performance is not indicative of future results. Still, you may ask yourself, how is this possible? How could this service deliver such consistent results over time? To answer this, we have to look more into what YieldNodes really is and what's not. On their website, YieldNodes describes themselves as a complex, multi-tiered node rental program based on the new blockchain-based economy. In essence, revenue is generated through a combination of masternoding, price gains, and services that work in unison to leverage each other in their own ecosystem. That's definitely not easy to understand, so I'll try to break this down to you. Let's start with the most important part, masternoding. Masternodes are part of the infrastructure that sustains cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dash. Unlike regular nodes, masternodes do not add new blocks of transactions to the blockchain. Instead, they verify new blocks and perform special roles in governing the blockchain. Masternodes operate on a collateral-based system, meaning the operators need to own a significant amount of the cryptocurrency. In exchange for the investment in time and money, masternode operators are rewarded with guaranteed crypto earnings, usually a percentage of their stake. To create a masternode, you have to lock up funds. In other words, the locked coins show dedication to the network, which in return pays in fees and monthly profits for every validated transaction. Most coins today choose this or more advanced mechanisms. So, unlike many other crypto services, YieldNodes do not deal with trading, but operate servers for various usages and different cryptocurrency projects. Think of it as a node rental program with an impressive track record. In addition to spawning new Masternode servers, YieldNodes supports a decentralized crypto exchange and runs multiple crypto projects with your investments. The company aggregates the total generated revenue of these activities every month, providing us with the yields. Your money and the deposits will go to funding and spawning more Masternodes as part of their node rental program and other services YieldNodes operates as part of their network. Currently, YieldNodes uses almost 4,000 Masternodes. So when I first heard about this project, I was skeptical, as you should always be when you see yield rates like this. I did a lot of research, and so far I haven't seen anyone having bad experiences with this service. They currently have a 4.8 score on Trustpilot with 755 reviews. Participants have been paid and been able to withdraw their funds without any problems. The team is transparent to what they do, and I must say extremely accessible. Reading through other documentation, this is definitely a complex operation, but the fact that they have managed to pull off these results during different market conditions convinced me to at least try it out. When researching the project for this video, I decided to set up a list of the main risk factors you should know of before you invest your money. And to be honest, some of this I should probably have known before I put my own money into the project. Nothing is a deal breaker, but I think you should be aware of this. So first off, after depositing my first $500, I noticed that this money is locked for 6 months. And this goes for every deposit. These funds are essential to keep the operation and platform running, as masternoding requires a lockup period. In addition, dissolving the masternodes takes time, so this 6-month period is currently mandatory. After that, you can withdraw the profits every month. For example, if you deposited $1,000, they are locked for 6 months. However, you get approximately $100 every month to decide whether to deposit back and close for 6 months again or to withdraw it. So basically, you have to trust the company or project to last for at least 6 months every time you deposit money. Second, masternoding generates revenue from altcoins. If you look more closely, many of these coins are really small, low-cap coins, and this, of course, comes with a risk. High volatility and the risk of collapse is one of them. But to my understanding, YieldNodes has protocols and plans in place to handle collapses in these coins. YieldNodes has a reserve balance of at least 185% of the invested master notable balance, which is used to prevent collapses by providing an offset. It is not guaranteed to protect full balances, including profits, but at least the seed money should be protected. The risk of being exposed to small crypto projects, even though YieldNodes are quite diversified, should not be underestimated. A potential collapse in several or all of their projects could put your money at risk. Now, the main risk when it comes to this project, I believe, really lies in the hands of Bitcoin. To my understanding, most of YieldNodes' reserves are held in Bitcoin, and if the price of Bitcoin collapses, then there is a risk that they cannot back up their altcoin projects. We have seen this project survive bear markets and has survived some very substantial dips. However, if Bitcoin were to go down below a certain point for a longer period of time, this could affect YieldNodes as well. Now, given the risk, if you still want to check out YieldNodes, feel free to use my affiliate link in the description below. I get a 5% commission, and this will definitely help me on my mission to create more free content for you guys. But this is totally up to you, and needless to say, not financial advice. If you're into making passive income and possibly retiring early from your investments, you should definitely check out this video, where I cover how much Ethereum you need to retire by 2030. See you next time.